Copy that. Alpha Tango 719. Roger that. 32. Foxtrot. William. Blue. Indigo. Indigo 7. Is everything set? All right. That's the signal. Just give one more minute. There. I think they're going to like this. What's going on, people? It is the Wolf. Is your international man of mystery, your man in black, Mr. Fantastic himself, Bad Wolf. I want to thank each and every one of you guys for supporting me and this channel, which essentially means my family, my loved ones, and studying more of this knowledge. Each one of your donations does matter. Each one of you guys signing up, even the people re-signing up who've left the Wolf Pack and jumped back in. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. It means a lot. All right. So with that being said, hit that bell, like, and subscribe. Welcome to the tribe. The truth will not be denied. Now, come on in before somebody smacks that hide because we got some stuff to talk about. Now, it is almost New Year's, so positive energy and blessings to each one of you guys in the new year. But really, what is it? Is it really a new year? No, it's just a mind state, it's a construct. Every day for you should really be a new year. In your mind, you should be looking at it as I'm going to do something new, positive, whatever else, better than I was before. I'm not going to let the past hold me back, but I am going to be accountable for my actions. And I need to move forward. I need to do better every day than I did the last. Otherwise, why are you even trying? And in fact, you're actually not trying. You're getting comfortable and you're moving forward, and that's it. Now, with the tools I've given you guys in these videos, there shouldn't be almost anything that you guys want to get accomplished, damn near, that you can't. I've given you guys the pieces and the breadcrumbs, but what you build with it is up to you. I've given you guys enough to educate yourselves, free college, free courses, lowering your bills, making things tax exempt, making you tax exempt, keeping uh taxes on your a majority of your taxes, if not all the taxes on your checks. Now, what's also funny is I see so many people out there using my materials and not giving me a shout out on their YouTube channels and whatever else, TikTok channels, but it is what it is. But we know who laid a lot of this foundation down. And I'm not going to say it was all me because I have learned from a lot of greats out there. All right. Some of them are even cocky. Some of them like to hide their face behind glasses. Some of them don't use their real names. I've learned from some of them, but some of them are also assholes too. So I'm not going to really give them credit. But the work is out there. So some of them did bring some of the stuff forefront. But who was in the lab with the pen and the pad trying to get the label off? That was your boy. When everybody was like, "Oh, the Wolf's talking about something all called authentication," and nobody knew about that, that was your boy. I took the heat for that. The SS5 process and the 09 on the passport code. We were doing that years before anybody else even knew what any of that stuff was. That's okay. I digress. It's really not truly about who brought it and whatever else. It's just nice to get credit where credit's due. All right, especially if you're doing something that is moving the system forward, regaining our rights and freedoms and our liberties, and it's a notable achievement. I mean, Einstein did other things other than E equals MC squared, but he's noted for that. All right, but once again, It is what it is. At least it shows me that the knowledge is getting out there, and whether people like it, love it, or leave it, that's up to them. But those people who follow me and who bought my materials and stuff years ago before half this stuff got out there, you know, uh, y'all know what it is. I don't need to impress everybody because if you believe in God or Jesus, hey, not everybody in Jesus' own faith and religion loved him. All right. So it is what it is. You can't impress everybody. Not that I'm saying I compare myself to Jesus because that's not the same thing. But in fact, we are all pieces of a great puzzle that we're doing together, but we need each other. So let's get it. All right. In this particular video, now mind you, I'm still not back in full office, but I will be in another 2 or 3 weeks. Trying to enjoy my vacation as much as possible, but yeah, some people are still hitting me up for emails and videos and stuff, so I may or may not answer those right now sparingly. And also, we've got a new booking service. All right. So Zoom finally kind of came out with something great. I don't know why they didn't have this out a long time ago. As somebody who is a computer programmer, software designer, and all that kind of other stuff, engineer, blah, blah, blah. For those of you guys who watch my other YouTube channel to learn more about me, which is Badwolf Unrestricted, join me over there. I'm almost to 5,000, so could use a little help. Badwolf Unrestricted. Badwolf Unincorporated. Join me on Badwolf Unrestricted. Okay. So what it is now is that I'll be able to turn on and off a link, which will allow people to either book or not book. So that's a whole lot easier than having to take off things and post all this crazy stuff. And da, 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 da. So all of the options will be like 30-minute, 1 hour. If you need a VIP, you still have to contact me the old school way because I have to then custom set the hours. I might be able to. I might be able to add that in there in that feature. So maybe that'll all be in the same thing. But anyway, I'll also have on there seminars where you'll be able to join the seminar group. I think we can have as many as 100 to 500 people in there. I think that should be enough. And one each hour in the seminar, it'll be like maybe either me talking for an hour on health or me talking or answering questions in general. But then each other spot will be somebody who specializes in different things that they can't really talk about in the public, so it's going to be a private forum. So it's not for any public agents or entities. It's all for only state citizens, nationals, and private individuals, living people. All right. So they want us to talk in the private. They don't like us to do everything in the public. Fairly enough. Then we shall go underground. All the good things are underground, isn't that right, Diddy? Government. Oh, the goodies. So, with that being said, yeah, so there are some new modifications coming to the site, Black Site 32, you know, that place that's off the books. Some of y'all know what I did there. And get your free files and all those things. Remember, guys, if you want your Chat GPT to run like mine, get the Chat GPT AI on either jamesclovett.com or blacksite32.com. And it's a copy paste. Should have a video. I update it when I update mine. So there will be a new version out, which makes it run a little bit smoother. But if you got any of the other ones already, you're still good. Okay. So with that being said, let's get into the video. Enough with the yakety yak. Don't talk back. So in this particular video, I'm going to mention this a little bit on what I'm working on, and I'm going to, as always, I'm going to keep you guys updated. So as of right now, I have transferred, and I keep everything G 100 with you guys, right? E pluribus unum. So I keep everything just right here. So I moved my house. It's the only one I got right now. All right. So back down to one. So I want. Um, and I took it out of the trust that I put it in like 3 years ago or whatever it's been now that I didn't realize I messed up on. Okay. And by that, I mean, like if you get any of my trusts and things now, you're good. But when I did mine, I called mine, and this is in some of my YouTube living in the private videos on jamesclovett.com, where I talk about all the mistakes I made in order to get it finally right. Things that you're not going to think of, and you're going to wonder why I got denied when I tried to put my house into the private or this, that, or the other, right? So I have all of those mess ups and things in there. But one of the things I did was is I called it a family trust, and once again, they control the word family. There was also some small things, so I may make an update video. That if you do have problems in general, contact me for a consult. But because they own the word family on the state level, all right, and so that messed up my trust actually being private, and a couple other small things. Because they're not going to teach you in chat. Well, even with my program, I'm still trying to teach it how to fill out forms privately. It doesn't get that. So still some things it doesn't know. Um, so with that being said, one of the features that the city sent me after I transferred it out of my busted ass trust is this document right here. And we're going to get to this in a minute. So I transferred my house from the trust, house from the out of that trust into my government that I've created. Now you can create your own government, your own nation, your own 508, your own whatever, okay? And now from here, what we're doing is moving it into that entity, which has been done. I've got the paperwork. Matter of fact, you can probably see it back there on the floor. I think that's either it or it's in the cabinet or whatever else. So that's been done and accepted. But now we're giving them notice because, see, they didn't want to fully recognize that that entity was private and tax exempt. They did acknowledge that it was private, but they considered it to be private on the public side, so not completely tax exempt. Once we rehashed over the application, looked at all the options, finally got to see what mistakes we made when doing all that, and that has been remedied and is now in the videos that you can go and watch on jamesclovett.com. Okay. Um, so now let's get to it. So here, this, and I'm not getting paid by these people, but it is something good that you guys should have, especially if you're a homeowner. And this is your property protected from fraud? So this talks about property transference issues, property more registered deed fraud. In other words, what they do here is if somebody illegally uses your property for financial gain. So a lot of people don't know. Most states have very little requirements. Like at least where I'm at, you have to have a notary sign off that you are this person and this person is that person, and then you submit your claim to transfer your deed. But some places it's very laxed, okay, or there's some schemy things going on. So they can try to take your house, pretend like it's theirs, and then apply for loans and letters of credit on it, and you don't even know that happened. Or someone can fraudulently take your documents and make it look like they now own the property, like you transferred it to them. Now, generally, that shouldn't happen, which is why I don't know why every county and deeds office, register of deeds, does not mandate by law that it's almost like they like crime and problems that cause them to make more money in the system. So they can deed the house over to themselves, and in many places, there's no service to inform you. There's nothing to stop them. The people down there, it's funny, they don't like to take some of our normal records, things we want to file, but somebody fraudulently comes along, and then after that, they're like, oh, no, you're the one doing the fraud. You're the one saying something. The other person. So It's just crazy. Now, technically, you could just refile over them, but then those people could then just try to refile over you. Then you got to go to court. Then you got to prove that you don't know them, and then it was fraud, and then that you didn't pay them, and all other stuff. So, moving on. So once again, property fraud. Should I be concerned? Yes. According to the FBI, property and mortgage fraud is one of the fastest growing white collar crimes. I like how they like to call it white collar, like, it's paper. So one of the things you can do about it is your county land records office has teamed up to create a notification service called Property Fraud Alert. Okay, it's free. Now, I'm not saying it's free in all states. And you guys know I do not like anything whatsoever. Once again, I'm not getting paid for this. I just think it's something good that some of you guys who have homes or friends who know people who have homes can benefit from. And as always, my channel is about everything that's going to benefit you. Why? Because everything I'm showing you guys is stuff that I do. All of this stuff. I learned all of this stuff to be the self-made man that I am today. So some of y'all maybe ain't got no good mentors. Some of y'all maybe ain't got no good fathers. Some of y'all are already great men and women, not adult sized boys or adult sized girls. They don't need to apply. This channel ain't from them. That's why my channel grows slow. All right, because unfortunately we're outnumbered by simps and simpletons out there, and a lot of mental health delusional males and females out there with their various platforms, leading the youth and uh, soft-minded people astray. I said what I said. So they have a subscription that's free of charge at propertyfraudalert.com, or you can call their hotline at 1-800-728-3858. Now, I don't know if every single county is doing it for free. And by free, are they really doing it for free? It's usually the county giving them some kind of kickback, or they're making money. I almost ain't nothing free. But as far as I see here, and I've already signed up for it, all right, it is 100% free. All right. So now, if they decide to start trying to charge in the future, which they may, oh, it's $1 now. We'll just add it onto your tax bill. Whatever, fine. It's worth it. Okay. And all by now, do I really think anybody's really going to try to mess with mine? I would like to believe no, because I'm from the north side and I don't call the cops generally, and neither do the people or the families that I work with closely, or the other agents, or let's just say I got people if I need things to third party negotiations, we'll call it. So, with that being said, let's take a look at their website and go from there. All right, just about there. Like I said, if you guys haven't joined me over on Badwolf Unrestricted, I've already been getting some pretty good reviews because I'm just keeping it real. That's it. Okay. All right, there we go. And let's go see what this do. All right. So here's their site. I mean, it's not super sexy. I mean, I guess it doesn't necessarily have to be, but if you want to learn more about it, you can just click right here. Okay. The service is provided by your county land records office. So apparently they're making enough money where they can pay some company for the flat rate for the services. Okay, so your property tax increase on your property, that's probably includes this. So I don't think anything's ever free. And remember, guys, at the end of the day, when they tell you, "Oh, free phone," everybody goes, "Oh yeah, free phone, free service, free cheese," you know, free hand job from the guy in the park. It's usually not free. What they're doing is they're getting money, they're being subsidized or whatever else from the government from our Cesta K trust. It is not free. They are not, for the kindness of their hearts, giving you anything. Everything that they do for you, even the smug ass attitude or the piss poor performance of a judge or a lawyer or a cop, is all being paid from our trust. When we're in the private, we are their boss. When we're operating publicly as a 14th Amendment U.S. citizen, driver's license holding person, we are that legal entity and a member of their PMA, but yet we're not getting paid, but we're getting treated like the redheaded stepchild. But all those services, they're either making money off of us or they're making double dipping and making money off of us. So either they're getting paid behind our backs, writing bonds and notes, or they're billing the state, and the state bills the government, and the government bills the trust. The people want these things, said the state, said the county. Here's their money. Like, they didn't even ask us. The government's just like, oh, the state said you guys wanted a new service. So we're gonna allocate X amount of dollars for people to have free internet and free this and free whatever. But yet you go ahead and owe the government or the state a nickel and see if they don't try to shake you down. Not they're They ain't gonna shake you down. They're gonna diddy you up from the back and then take what they want. Take that, take that, take that. Can't stop, won't stop, bad boy. How many subscription names can you enter? You can enter as many personal and business and trust names. So they recognize trust. So all those ding-a-ling touchers and suckers out there, no offense to the professionals, um, who are like, oh, trust aren't anything. They're not real. Yeah, look, it says right here, trust name. So they recognize trust. So they recognize that your house can be in a trust. Fuck out of here, man. People trying to tell me something. Man, that's why I don't even listen to the chatter of the little rat face, rat thing, mud Martian, dirtbag, whatever's, because it's just funny. They're talking from the side of their neck on how they feel. Yet I do this for a living. I've beaten lawyers and judges and police officers and agents and whatever else by myself since I was 19, reading their books, been asked to join them by judges, but some internet troll Howard Hand up me, a Muppets out there want to talk jazzy. Oh, I'm a lawyer. This guy's not right. I want to make my name off of him. Get out of here, fucking kid. Balding freak bastard. There's a lot of them out there. Oh, I'm gonna talk shit about this guy. Oh, I'm gonna try to clap over there. Like, I'm not clapping back. You're not even worthy of me mentioning your names on my platform. But thank you for putting mine on yours. Brings a lot of the smart people from your websites and YouTube channels to mine. So that's cool. Thanks, player, or wannabe player. Can I enter more than one name at a time? No, you must make separate subscription entries for each individual name, so you can have more than one. Then they've got other things. My name was misspelled. My last name. My last name is common. I own a business. My property is part of a trust. How should I enter it? Now look, Trust name should be entered exactly as the trust name is spelled. Okay. John. So notice, look, all caps. John Smith, revocable trust. No middle name because living entities have middle names. Dead things don't. Now you can use it, but the general formatting is all caps. You put the name of the trust and then what type of trust. This is how we did it on the UCC, right? This is why we were getting it done. Now, if you think somebody might have a similar trust, then you would include the middle letter. For me, I might put like John H. Smith, 1.2 revocable trust or whatever it is. I noticed how they put revocable here and they didn't put irrevocable. But I mean, you could go either way. If you don't know the differences, then talk to your professional or get a private Badwolf consultation for ideas on which ones to use for different reasons. So then they go on to say you can change your name, and if your name changes, you can change your email and subscription phone number. Your subscription will remain active indefinitely. Okay, so you can come down here to get started. Okay, or if you back up and you don't want to go through that stuff, you just pick your state. Now, what's soft on this site is that they don't tell us why some are in different colors. All right, so let's just click Illinois. Okay, and then you're going to go down to whichever one you live in. Where? Nominate a county for property alert. Okay, so here's Peoria. That's what I was looking for. So if Peoria, for instance, is not participating, you can click right here to tell the site, hey, you guys should contact Peoria County and get this fraud alert set up. Okay. So I just click Peoria County. I'm interested in fraud alert. Okay, so it says here you should also reach out to Peoria and let them know that you want them to take interest in the program. This helps. Okay, so because they don't have Peoria here, I'm gonna have to go and I guess I could just do another state or whatever. I'll do another state that I'm usually in. So we'll go to Arkansas. All right, let's see if my property. Okay, yeah, here it is. So Bradley County, they're on there. I'm interested. Yes. Oh, okay. Hold on. Oh, nope. They're so that's a nomination. Okay, let's see if they have other ones. Whatever. We'll just go to Hot Springs. Okay, let's just do that. So Hot Springs is already on their list. They're participating. Okay. So basically intro, blah 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 blah. Continue. Disclaimer, I agree. You're gonna put your name, last name, email. Okay, and then you're gonna hit save. That's it. I would do it now, but I'm not in this county, so but yeah, that's it. You're gonna hit save, and it's gonna give you like one or two more little things. Boom, boom, boom. Everything looks good. Bam. Make it happen, Captain. Okay. All right. So go back here. Now I just want to do. Let's see here. Let's do one of these. Let's do Montana here, where it looks like Montana is sniffing the back of Idaho's neck. You see, like little Biden nose right here. Yeah. All right, so nominated county for property fraud alert. Okay. So if I'm saying this correct, that means these states in the white or off-white do not have the program at all set up. So if you're in one of those states, you're going to want to call them. You're going to want to come here. Let's click California. California has none set up. So California is one of the most notorious ones for house robbery and thievery because everything's so expensive out there. I mean, educationally speaking, as all my videos and materials are, and videos and materials and materials and videos, um, I've known people who like found abandoned houses out there and did a claim on it, sometimes under squatters' rights or abandoned property, because there are some. Okay. If you're going to do it properly, it should be completely abandoned. Okay. Listen to what I'm saying. You have to make sure the property is completely abandoned. Grass, overgrown, all that stuff. So then what should you do, educationally speaking? Mow the lawn, shovel the snow, keep records that you did these maintenance things, make entrance into the house, change the locks, contact the city, see where the taxes are, pay the taxes, and then enter your claim on the house. And then you contact Property Fraud Alert and make sure that nobody changes it back out of your name. Oh man, I'm telling you, the business world is wild when you know how to use it. So, all right. So California, let's go to Mondera. All right. So once again, go here, and if I click this, this tells Property Fraud Alert that hey, I'm interested in you guys contacting the county um, and saying that you guys want this program, and then you should also send a letter saying, hey, I'm interested in this program. Okay. That's it, good people. That is it. Like I said, and don't worry, no, no, no. I'm still not on the side of the man or anything like that. This is just a good program. I'm using it myself. But the moment they start, like, either if they do, which they shouldn't, according to them, start trying to charge and it gets more than, like, I don't know, 20, 30 bucks a year, then I'm like, yeah, I'm good. No, tapping out. So that's the most I would pay for them to monitor it. Is it worth that or more? Yeah, I mean, for that a month would be worth it. But hey, times are tough, and I'm all for free. And if they're going to start charging, I'll just back out, and then people will start backing out too. Like, yeah, I'm not going to pay for that. And then guess what? They're going to drop their price, or they'll try to negotiate with you as you're canceling and send you an update and say, well, we can give you the better price. You know what I mean? Shabang, bang, bang. Yeah. All right, guys, that's it. So stay safe out there. I appreciate you guys. Hit that bell like. You guys know the drill. Come on, I ain't even got to really tell y'all. Just don't forget where y'all got this fire ass information in all the videos because we got more coming and they don't like it. I'm just glad you guys like me. But if you don't, bitch, you ain't gotta like me. I keep spilling Cristal on my white tea. Woo! Crazy like a wolf. Mad as a hatter. I'll talk to you guys later. Never forget this. You matter.